Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food and Family, and this morning I'm going to show you how I make breakfast sausage roll-ups. We're going to be putting some eggs in it. I'm going to add some cheese, and it's going to be in a biscuit dough, and it's going to bake in the oven. It's going to be so delicious. But while I'm doing that, I want something to drink, and I want a cup of hot chocolate, and I've got the perfect thing to make it. Paris Ron sent me this wonderful gooseneck kettle, and you guys won't believe how quick it heats water up. So I'm going to get that going while I work on this sausage. It's electric. See how cute this is? It's electric. I filled it up with water. There's a fill line. Push the on button and push boil. And you can also, there's a keep warm setting, and you can push the keep warm setting, and it'll keep your water warm from when you're ready to use it next time. So we may actually use this more than once during this segment. Okay, so I've got that going, and I've got my cup, and I'm going to go ahead and pour in. I've just got a little packet of instant hot chocolate. It's got marshmallows in it. Who doesn't like marshmallows in their chocolate, right? And when that gets heated up, I'm going to pour it, and I'm going to enjoy that, sip on it while I'm making everything else. But let's get our sausage going. Use your favorite brand of breakfast sausage. Now, if you want to, this would be wonderful use with the sausage links. You don't have to make them up. This is just what I wanted to do. And we like sausage links. My husband loves sausage links. But I just want to make them up myself. And that way they can be the size I want them. And I'm just going to open that chub up like that. And I'm going to, very clean hands, pinch off a big section. And I'm going to work it in my hands like you would a meatball. And then I'm going to roll it into a log. And I'll get it as fat as I want it, or as slim as I want it. You know, when you're eating something like this, you want to know you're actually eating some breakfast sausage, right? Now see how I've got it there? And let's just throw it in our frying pan. It's already heated. And I'm just going to keep working on these and get them all in this frying pan and get them cooking, because I don't want to cook them in the biscuit dough. I want them already cooked, and at least most of the way cooked, because they will bake. It will bake in the oven. All right, I got all the sausage in the skillet. There's a total of 8. It made 8 links, and they're beautiful, and oh, it smells so good. Oh, it smells so good. So while that's cooking, let me slide that back a little bit. While that's cooking, my water's heated for my chocolate, and it didn't take, like 3 or 4 minutes. So look at that. How easy that pours. It's an even flow, so you're not worrying about it splashing. It pours slowly. Looky there. Now, I want to keep it warm so I can use it later. And it's set for 212 degrees, but there's a plus and minus, and you can reduce the temperature if you want or increase it. But for this is the perfect temperature. I've used it a few times, and it's wonderful. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. And there's so many things you can do with it. Okay, so while our sausage is cooking, let's make some biscuits. And I love these canisters, and I've had many of you ask about my canisters. I have them on my Amazon store, and I'll link that video. They're called Progressive, and if you go out and check my Amazon store, it doesn't cost you any more. It's just a convenient way for me to help you shop. It's such a beautiful day here today. So I'm just going to make up a few biscuits, and I'm using 2 cups. Now I have a video making biscuits where we did 3 different kinds of biscuits. It's called Biscuits, Biscuits, Biscuits. And go check it out. Or I'll try to link it, if I don't forget, in the description box up under this video. And I'm using 3 cups of self-rising flour. Now, I want just a dash of salt. And I know self-rising has it in it, but I like to add it. And I'm using shortening. My video is going to tell you butter, and we do like them with butter, but today I'm making it with shortening. Okay, so I've got 3 cups of flour. Let me stir that salt in. I want to get it evenly distributed. And I'm using my blending fork. If you guys don't have one, you need to go out and get one. They are amazing. And I'm going to put about 1/4 cup of shortening, solid shortening, in that flour, and I'm going to work it in, and if I think I need more, I'll add more, but I'm just going to work this in till it's pea size. And we're going to make buttermilk biscuits today. Cooking. And okay, so that was the perfect amount of shortening, and if you can see, it's in like pea size. I worked it in like pea size. So now I'm going to stir in my buttermilk. I'm going to have to eyeball it. I would normally use about 1.5 cups, but we all know some days takes more, some days less. And look at there. Oh, that's going to be a beautiful biscuit. Can you see that dough? Now I need a little bit of flour on my board. I'm making a mess, guys. I need a little flour on my board. Spread this out here. And we're going to, I'm just going to dump it out. All right, so now let's take that biscuit. We're going to work it, knead it just a few times. And it gets silky and soft. Sorry about that. We're going to flour the rolling pin, and I'm just going to start rolling. All right, let me rinse my hands real quick, and I'll be right back with you. I'm going to go ahead and take these sausages up. And you see how pretty and fat that sausage is. Oh, he's going to be so good. And we're going to get some eggs going. Okay. I want some butter. I like to cook my eggs in butter. It don't take a whole lot. I just put a little pat in there. Now, you can't see what I'm doing, can you? Let's move some of this stuff. I've got some eggs. I'm going to only use 3 eggs because I don't want it heavy with eggs, but I want some eggs in it, but it doesn't take much. We're just rolling this up with the sausage and the biscuit. Okay, so I'm just going to stir up my eggs. Let's add some salt and pepper. What did I do on my salt and pepper? I hit it. Some pepper, some salt. Not a whole lot of salt because we're going to be adding some cheese on this, and we know cheese is salty. All right, that's hot. That butter is almost all the way melted. So let's put that in there. Now, while that's cooking, I'm going to show you what I do with this biscuit dough. So let's move this. We just keep an eye on that. I want to cut it and make it square, okay? Don't throw those scraps away. Because we may use them again. And if we don't use them for this, we can certainly just make a biscuit out of it. Don't waste anything. And listen, guys, you can freeze biscuits. Fix them up, do what you want, and put them in the freezer. And then when you're ready for biscuits, weekend comes, you've got it. Or like me, I'm going away for a couple of days, and he can take them out, set it in the refrigerator the night before, and heat it up in the microwave the next morning. Or he can just wrap it in some foil and pop it in the oven for a few minutes. And it's that simple. So let me get our eggs going. They are cooking now. So it won't be but a couple of minutes, and I'll be back and I'm going to show you how we put this all together and get our eggs are done. I've got some butter melting because I want to brush the top of the biscuits with it. So let me show you how I'm going to put these together. I cut the square that I made into 8 pieces. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these. See how I've got it. And I'm going to put a sausage in it. Lay the sausage right there. Then I want, yeah, you can see that, I think. Then I want a little bit of eggs. Put some eggs. And then I'm going to put a sprinkling of cheese. Use your favorite cheese. If you want sliced cheese, use it. I would lay it down and then put the sausage and eggs on top of it. Take your biscuit dough. This is going to be a nice fat sausage roll up. That is a meal in itself. And I know, and looky there, I lightly sprayed my pan. So I'm going to lay it down on my pan, and I'm going to brush a little butter on top of that biscuit. And that's how I'm going to do it. Look at there, and you see that sausage peeking out and the cheese. So I'm going to get the rest of these rolled up and get them on this pan, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what they look like. And we're going to use our gooseneck kettle again because I've got something else I want to make to go with this beautiful sausage roll up. Stay with me. I'm rolling up the last roll up. See, I just put it on there and I rolled it. That was easier than trying to do it in my hand. And prime example, if it tears, it's okay, it's biscuit dough. Pinch it back together. But I come back and I pinched the ends of these together a little bit so it won't all run out, all that goody, the cheese and the eggs. And so I'm going to get these brushed with butter. So, but I wanted to show you these scraps that I had left over. Looky here. You see what we're going to do with them? I'm going to fold them, put it together, and put it on the pan. See? That was a small scrap. This is too. I just folded it up, Put it on my pan. Same here. This one's a little bigger, so I think I'll cut it. We'll just take half of that dough. We'll kind of shape it how we want it. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be beautiful. They just gonna taste good. So let's put it on there. Now look. See what it did? Okay, so now I'm gonna brush those few pieces with this last little bit of butter. Oven. I think I told you I have my oven preheated at 425. And we're going to get these in the oven and we're going to bake them, I say 18 to 20 minutes. Y'all know my oven takes a little bit longer. And you might start checking yours at about 18 minutes, 17, 18 minutes. But I suspect mine are going to take closer to 20. But looky here. Look at all this I've got left to put in the oven. And this is going to make beautiful breakfast. So I'm going to get these baked, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do with this gooseneck kettle. And then we're going to check out these biscuit roll-ups. So I just took these biscuit sausage roll-ups out of the oven. And oh, they smell so good. So I'm taking them, I'm transferring them to a wire rack. And yeah, it smells so good in here. And I can't wait to try one with you. I had one kind of break open, but you know, that's okay. It's still gonna be good. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. Had to let that cool just a minute before I could do anything. Okay, so I told you I was going to show you something else with this kettle. And because I've got to let that cool, I know that is hot. I have some instant grits, just a little pack of instant grits that I dearly love these. And I'm going to put some of this hot water over them. Looky there. See how simple that is? I didn't have to boil water on the stove or in the microwave. Yep. So I'm gonna let that sit there for just a minute. And I want to take a sip of my hot chocolate. And we want to try one of these biscuits. This one looks good right here. Now, looky there. Can you see inside him? See the sausage peeking in there? And you've got the eggs and the cheese. Let's break him open. Or we're going to cut him open. Looky there. Looky there. How beautiful that is. Now, I want to try it. I want to try it with you. Oh my, that's good. Eggs, biscuit, sausage, all in one neat little package. What else?